K-Sun at it again.
Hopped up at the bed, I put that drip on. Talking about that work, don't hit my iPhone, hit my flip phone. Shawty bad as hell, she might be yellow, might be red bone. Talking about I made it, how you ain't know that I've been on, been on. Hopped up at the bed, I put that drip on. Talking about that work, don't hit my.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Deshe back with another video. I know you guys miss me. I miss you guys too. I know. So this video is gonna be short, sweet, to the point. I just came to update you guys on why I haven't been posting, where we've been, life, Mozzie, real quick. So today is what, February 23rd? I'm not sure. If you hear Mozzie in the background, you know how this channel started. I got one of them now. So yeah, it's February 23rd. So I have not posted since, it says 3 months ago. Let me see the exact date of my last video. Oh my gosh, I haven't posted since October 21st. Yes, so it's been since October 21st since I posted. The last video is what my baby and I eat in a day. So I'm just gonna come and let you guys know why I haven't been posting, and yeah, see. And Mr. Busy, he's in everything all the time. Mozzie Moz. Hi. Say hi. You gonna blow kisses? You wanna blow a kiss? Good job. Yeah, he's clapping. All right, so yeah, that's where I've been. Mozzie has been keeping me busy. So where should I start? All right, so the first thing to update you guys on why I wasn't posting, I had got a job. I was working, so October, I started in October actually, and I just recently quit, like what, about 2 weeks ago now, like a week and a half. I don't even know what day I quit. All I know was it was the day had came. So yeah, so I was working and my schedule was pretty busy. I was working 12 to 7. I had got that job because I was finding myself in a little rut. I kind of talked about this in a video where I was going to update before. If I didn't delete it, I'll insert some clips of me talking about exactly what prompted me to go back to work. I enjoy being a stay-at-home mom to an extent, but I needed breaks out of the house that did not consist of my child or my husband. I just needed, you know, an outing for me, because I go stir crazy just sitting in the house. And also I was saying that I was trying to wean Mozzie off of breastfeeding. That still has not happened, so we can talk about that in a whole nother video in depth, okay? But so I started working, everything. Holidays came, so of course I was busy with the holidays. My job was busy. I was working on, like, you know, Black Friday, Christmas Eve, New Year's, all that good stuff, because I worked at a retail store as a cashier that was very short staffed. So I was always at work, always tired, always compensating for other people's slack. So that's what happened with that. Actually, I'm going to tell you guys why I'm no longer working. Also, I'm just not going to disclose where I worked at. So I was working, and initially it was great. My first day there, people were already telling me like, oh yeah, girl, this is not a job that you want to stay at, blase, blase. I'm like, dang, this is my first day. Like, if y'all spilling tea on the first day, it was already red flags. The interview was a red flag. Literally the interview was, I walked in, she talked to me for 2 minutes and was like, oh, the store manager is not in. She'll probably ask you a few more questions, but we have a flexibility. It's great. We'll probably just put you on the register because you sound like you're not intimidated by registers, which makes sense because that job is not like a lot of other places where you work the register. I'm not saying it's old school, like, but it's a lot more that goes into that retail position. So I was basically coming in to work every day, cleaning up behind people like I was their mom or something. Like, tasks would get started by other people, but they wouldn't get finished. People were lazy, and we all know that. Like, come on now. It's 2022. There's plenty of people at these jobs that just, they're there to collect a check, and they're going to do the bare minimum and collect their check. Do I blame them? No, but I mean, don't make my job harder, because I come here and actually do my job, and that was the thing. So he, oh, that's why he was in the corner. He's making stink. So basically what happened, what transpired was I was getting tired of all that malarkey, and from there, the day that I quit, I had already said I was going to quit the next day. I didn't put in a 2 weeks notice or anything. Like, some of my coworkers, we already all been discussing, because we all were headed out that thing. So I had already said that I was going to quit, and this particular day, I was up front and I asked to take my break 30 minutes early. The store manager was not there, but two of the other managers in the store were there. And I got a response basically of, once we check out the breaks, we'll let you know, or whether or not you can take your break early or whatever. I had already looked at the break paper, because they have to plan out breaks. I guess it prints out like an automated break times, but they adjust it and stuff to like availability and who's actually at work, because there's always somebody calling out. So I saw that my break was scheduled for 3:30. I just wanted to take it at 3 o'clock. And the person that was covering my break was there. She leaves at 4. So I really didn't understand why you would have somebody cover somebody's break from 3:30 to 4 and then they leave. And they do that all the time, knowing good and well that a lot of times the person gets stuck on the register, not waiting for the person to come back from lunch break, but because it's so busy up there. So me personally, I don't like to be the person to take their break 30 minutes before the next person leaves, because it's like you're kind of leaving. Yeah, it's just wild. So anyways, I asked, could I just go ahead and take it at 3 o'clock? So I looked at the paper and told responded, because we had walkie-talkies, headsets that I hated. And I was like, I saw the paper, it says it's scheduled at 3 and that so-and-so is my coverage. So, I was just wondering, did I say 3:30 or 3? It's scheduled for 3:30. So I was just wondering, can I take it at 3 since we still have the coverage? Like, I have the coverage, what's the issue? One of the other managers responds, the reason why you were taking your break at 3:30 is because of coverage and something else. And I'm like, okay, but she's here. She's up front now already on the register. So that's why I was asking, like, because I have the coverage. Like, does it matter? And she was like, okay, whatever you say, I really don't care to hear anything you have to say at this point. Say what? Son. Inside voices. Can we whisper? Okay. Yeah, because you in my blinds and you need to get down. Yeah, I know. So, yeah. Say what now? Tweaking. Yeah, something was wrong with her. Like, what? So I go up to the person who's supposed to be covering my breaks, because I just finished checking out a customer or whatever. I go up to her and I said, did you hear that? And she's checking out a customer and she's like, yeah, that comment was very uncalled for. And I said, okay, well, that comment just left them short-staffed for the rest of the day, because instead of quitting tomorrow, I'm quitting today. Like, I'm clocking out at 3 o'clock. Oh, I missed the part. So after the person said what she said, another supervisor in the store was up front, actually, when all this was taking place. And he goes, I don't care if you take your break at 3 instead of 3:30, because we have the coverage. As long as we have the coverage, I don't care when you take your breaks. I took his word for it. And at 3 o'clock, I clocked out. One of the managers come down and is like, where are you going? Like, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to my lunch break. Like, S-man over there said he didn't care when I took my break. So, and she was like, okay, just next time make sure that you get an answer from the LOD that's actually on the floor at the time. And I'm like, If y'all are upstairs, I thought the LOD on the floor is usually on the floor. So if y'all were upstairs in the office, wouldn't the LOD on the floor be the person who told me to go at 3 o'clock? Or am I confused? Anyways, I responded. At this point, I said, so who's the LOD? I said, because when I asked the question, I got 3 people answering my question. So I don't know who I'm answering to at this point. I said, but she was like, yeah, well, I don't care if you take it now. It's just your break wasn't scheduled until 3:30. It's a little early. So in her defense, she's saying it's early because I got there at 12. And I don't get off. I didn't get off until 7. Yeah, I didn't get off. No, actually, that day they asked me to stay until 8. So they double F themselves, really. So I didn't get off till 8. But I wouldn't take my lunch early because dinner, I ate. Can't even remember. Sometimes I get home and I be so tired. Like, I just get my ready and I go to bed. I don't eat dinner. Or it might be something I really don't have the taste for. Because my husband will cook while I'm at work. We'll discuss it. But then when I get home, I just don't want it. Or something. So I don't think I ate dinner that night. I think I stayed up all night but didn't eat any, like, real food. Probably some snacks, some popcorn or noodles or something. And then I got up the next morning, got my day started. I still hadn't ate. And I was starting to get a headache and hangry. And people were starting to irritate me aside of all that. So that's why I wanted to take my break early. But early for who? Because, I mean, I know that if I take my break now, I don't get another break. And yes, 12 to 8 with a 30-minute break. Let's talk about that. Because I had to complain one time. I worked 9 hours and I got a 30-minute lunch break. And it wasn't until I was ranting in front of another supervisor that went back. Because I know what I be doing when I say stuff. I know people go back, a dog that, what do they always say? A dog that carry a bone or tote one or something like that. So I said it because I knew it would get back. And when I went back to work, surely after my 2 days off, my manager was like, oh yeah, whenever you're at work, if you need longer breaks, just let us know. Let you know. Isn't this like some kind of labor for that or something? Like, okay. So anyways, I quit my job. Before I quit, I had started doing like DoorDash and stuff on my days off just to, see what it was talking about, see what the money was like, get some extra money. So since I've quit, I've been doing DoorDash and stuff. I may stick to this for a while before finding another job. Who knows? I'm just trying to see, get a feel of my market the best that I can. Excuse the stuff in the background. Mozzie's trying to take the camera. And no. So, ew, you stink. So yeah, I'm going to change him real quick and then come back and finish updating you guys. All right, so we are back. So after I quit my job, I quit the job recently, but I just wanted to tell you about the job situation. So the new year came in, and I'm not gonna say unfortunately, it is unfortunate, but yeah, the New Year's came in, and like right after the New Year's, so I had a COVID scare at my job. I got tested and it was negative. So while that was going on, my father-in-law had ended up in the hospital for a health experience he was experiencing, and he got released. And the next day he passed away. So we're dealing with all of that in January. And then literally after we finally, kind of got situated with that situation, the next day we noticed Mozzie was having a fever. That same night we got back home, we noticed Mozzie was having a fever and everything, and we went to the emergency department because it was in the middle of the night and my baby just was not feeling all that well. And he got tested. They said they didn't believe that it was the number 19. However, the next morning when I woke up and checked the portal, it was indeed number 19. So from that, so I was already out of work for like 3-4 days while my test results came back for COVID, and then whatever symptoms I had of sickness went away. Then literally the day that I went back is the same day I went back. I was getting out the shower from work, and it was the phone call about, you know, what was going on with my father-in-law. Then after that situation, literally, we were all quarantined for 5 days. So the whole month of January, I really didn't work anyways. I worked like 2 or 3 days out of the month. Crazy, right? Yeah. I ain't gonna say 2 or 3 days. I probably worked a total of a week, but it was very sporadic. It was like I went to work for a day or 2 days, and then I was out for a week. Which my job, they really didn't care or mind about that, because they know that I was coming to work. I come to work. They understood the situations, and of course they didn't want people that work with number 19 because it was going through the building. I'm just gonna say, I feel like the way that that's handled with the jobs and stuff now and telling people quarantine for 5 days, if you don't have any symptoms you can return back to work, is dumb. And I feel like that's the reason why half of my job was out with that stuff at the same time. We had like 3 or 4 people out, and there was literally like 12 employees. So make it make sense. It's not clicking, Steven. So yeah, so that's basically what's been going on. It is February, so his birthday's in September. So he's 1 year and 5 months. I keep telling people 1.5 years for whatever reason. He's just growing. He's just sprouting up. Look, he's destroyed my living room. Mazima, say hey. Say hi. Say bye-bye. So yeah, you know, he's doing all that good stuff. If you guys have been following and watching our videos, you know, he started walking at like 10 months. So he's been walking. He's been saying hey for a while. That was actually like one of his first words we recognized. He says bye-bye. He says mama. He says dada on occasion. He can shake his head. No. He hasn't quite figured out yet. Well, yeah, he does. Sometimes he'll go, like when he's eating and we're like, good, he goes, like when he's eating, he'll let you know, like, oh, it's good. Yeah. What else does he do? He can blow a kiss. He can wave. He points at stuff for you to like say what it is. Like we point at stuff, although when we point at stuff and tell him to go get it, he doesn't really get it. And I know that he knows how to identify objects and their uses, so maybe we have to work with names and words of things a little bit more, and like more repetition with that. But he definitely knows what things are for. Like when he's eating, we tell him to go get his cup, he'll go get it. Like he'll go get his cup. He knows when we're getting ready to go bye-bye, he goes and grabs his shoes. Like if you give him a brush, he starts trying to comb his hair. Toothbrush, he tries to brush his teeth. Actually, he tries to suck the toothpaste off the toothbrush. But yeah, so he's doing really good with development. He's just a screamer, and I'm not sure why. My mom says she thinks it's a only child thing. So if you guys have kids or more than one kid and they scream a lot, let me know, like, where is that stemmed from? I'm not saying like I think there's anything wrong with him. I just feel like the boy's loud. He's loud and energetic nonstop. Everybody that we take him around, they like, yo, he's so cute and so adorable. He's smart. But that boy, I see y'all got y'all hands full. He keeps us busy, and he's not like if we redirect his behavior, he'll listen, but only for so long. Like there's things that he does that he knows he's not supposed to do, and he goes and does it. He looks for you, smiles, looks to see if you're gonna come get him or tell him to stop. If you don't, he's gonna definitely push your buttons. He's so independent. When we go out in public, he doesn't want you to hold his hand, but he doesn't want to be in the shopping cart or the stroller. He wants to walk around, but he wants to walk around and roam freely as he wants to, and it's not it. He's very demanding. Yep, see that no? You see that no? He's shaking his head no because I wouldn't give him. Oh, I love you. Can mommy kiss you? Yeah. Smiling Friends on Adult Swim. I don't think that's a kid's show, baby. What is that? So, yeah, that's basically no. 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 My stomach's growling. So yeah, that's basically the update. There are going to be some videos posted, like my DoorDash ride-alongs and just, you know, DoorDash content, taking you with me while I'm dashing. If you guys are interested in that content, just make sure you watch the video and you like it. Also, I want to say that right now I'm at 802 subscribers, so I will be doing 1,000. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. I decided the giveaway would be $50. Like, I'm gonna pick 2 people to win $50 basically. So make sure that you're liking this video and that you're subscribed to my channel. And if you want to stay tuned and updated a little bit more, I'm gonna put my Instagrams below. Like, I do post on my personal page and the stories, like sometimes what's going on, like things that we're doing with Mozzie. But the spam, which is Shay_DeVille, is where I'll be posting like, hey, an upcoming video, where I will be doing Q&As and everything for content purposes. So make sure that you go and follow that Instagram account, because that's how I'm going to know like what kind of content you guys want to really watch. I can communicate with you in my comments. I've said that before, but I can't post on community tab because your girl is inconsistent and is not monetized with 10,000 subscribers yet. So we're going to get that taken care of. This year is the year. So it is February. By the end of March, I will be having 1,000 subscribers. We're going to speak that into existence. We're going to manifest that right now. End of March, we're going to hit 1,000 subscribers and get this channel monetized and keep the content going. I definitely have a couple of videos that I'm editing. Like I said, the DoorDash ride-along content, which is not specifically just for people that do DoorDash. I mean, it's just y'all, you know, one of y'all might be interested in it and seeing, you know, want some side money, whatever. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for content. I have a Fashion Nova haul coming because the package is supposed to be delivered today, unsponsored. And yeah, I'm gonna continue to update you guys on Mozzie, let you know how he's doing, how he's growing. And I appreciate you guys. It's your girl Deshay. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you are invited to every cookout. Love you. Peace.
Mama, K-Sun at it again.
Hopped up out the bed, I put that drip on. Talking about that work, don't hit my iPhone, hit